Yo. Okay.
Attention, please.
Yo. 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 Yo.
Welcome to Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. I'm Astrologer Dave Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, thanks so much for being a part of HighVibe.tv. Truly appreciate your membership. And of course, it's the big Cyber Monday and Black Friday sale. HV World 24 is the discount code for 30% off all subscriptions and all paid videos and so forth. And of course, apparel. And then if you want 50% off for a first month of High Vibe Premium Plus, definitely put in the discount code HV World Plus 24. Everything's on highvibe.tv. You'll see it on the front page. Looking forward to it, or down below here on the video. But before we take a look at all the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King's Planet Energy Meter temperature, where all the energy is for your Wednesday, if you're in America, pre-Turkey Day. And I'm sending you lots of good energy and lots of love and light. And I'm going to put that energy meter at the hot position. Pew, pew. It's not fully extreme yet. We've been through a lot of extremes. But you know, where's this hot energy? It's definitely, the moon's finishing in Libra, going to move into Scorpio, square Pluto. Oh, this has to deal with feeling that new Pluto in Aquarius, having to deal with relationships, especially that moon in Libra, finishing with that south node, but at the same time, we got Venus and Capricorn. Venus and Capricorn making a square to Chiron. So we don't want to be the judges today in our relationships, or the judge about the relationship we have with our job or anything, life, people, situations. This is trigger zone. And the sun finishing its trine to Mars. The sun finishing its trine to the north node. And that grand trine, that Mars to the north node and the sun are both in, right? This is all this fire energy. And so we could be real revved up, but with Mars almost stopped. Mars retrogrades next week. Neptune stopped, about to come out of retrograde, and so we are feeling the slowdown of Mars. We're feeling the fogginess of where in the hell are we with Neptune at 27 Pisces at the end of Pisces, about to come direct and finally come into Aries during this direct, meaning that when it turns direct, it knows it's going into Aries, a whole new sign. We haven't seen it change signs since 2011 into 2012. I mean, this is really, I think, the hot focus on not letting that triggering element get to us. There's a lot of healing that has to be done. Yes, but it's on our ego, and it's on this idea of accomplishment or what we expect out of people or relationships or our own self and our abilities. Putting too much seriousness on things, especially coming from the ego, and then judging ourselves. So we can get in this like really weird judgment aspect on ourselves, on another. But at the same token, that Mars energy that's starting to slow down, and it's been in opposition to Pluto. We don't want to get into that intense, volatile state. That moon, when it comes into Scorpio, it's going to square Pluto tonight, and that brings up all this more intense aspects, especially since that moon will come into its dark balsamic phase tomorrow and be here for the next couple days, where we're turning off that old new moon from a month ago that was all the way back in Scorpio, and it was while Pluto was still in Capricorn. So, you know, even though Pluto's made its ingress into Aquarius, we're still going through this new understanding of this new transit, and this could bring up a lot. Pluto deals with merging and connection, trust. And so when we think about it, this is going to be important for us to understand how we move forward, especially with all these foggy energy. Mercury retrograde, of course, it's in opposition to Jupiter. We just saw that in the last day and a half. And we have this long Mercury retrograde that's going to have so many big aspects and changes in the planets happening that Mercury doesn't like being in Sag. It's too much, or especially ethically, to your opinion on a matter, to your belief systems, are in mass conflict with maybe old belief systems or other people's belief systems or non-fact-based ones in yourself. This is a good time to experience, to do more research, and also understand when a trigger comes up, hey, I got to own that within myself. I can't just put the blame on this person or this situation. We have to take responsibility. That's where the healing can be done with Venus in Capricorn today and square to Chiron in Aries, which, by the way, is retrograde. It does come direct, though, at the end of December. We also have to remember, too, this is definitely a time with so many ups and downs of the pulleys right now, but most of the planets are not moving that fast. The planet moving the fastest is Venus. Everything else is not. And I'm not counting the luminaries, the sun and the moon. So it's feeling very retrograde-y because there is a lot of weird, crazy retrograde stuff about to happen and also waiting to turn on and waiting to turn off. And Mercury's retrograde in Sag. And if we look at Jupiter in opposition, it's in Gemini. So staying with the facts and not letting ourselves get too caught up in this is the way it feels. This is the way, the observation. This is how it looks to me. And we can't also force other people or force any entity, even God, to see it the way we want to see it. We can do our best to explain, but I think letting our mouths run itself too much doesn't do as much. We want to process what we're going to say, process our thoughts, process even the beliefs and the opinions and the experience we're having. We're definitely deep in school, and this is going to bring up a lot of the emotions and desires with that moon leaving Libra and coming into Scorpio today to square Pluto that we might feel that we're never going to have a way to get there, especially with Neptune that's stopped and retrograde that will station direct. It's extremely foggy, and so we can't really see past any horizon, and sometimes we're looking too far past the horizon. Do your best to stay in the moment. Do your best, too, with the Sun-Mars energy to just stay driven off that ether, that bigger vision that you see that's much more about, hey, I don't know exactly how to look, but I'm being positive about it, and I'm just making my way towards there, even though if we're all in a Mars energy where it's about to stop in Leo, right? So leading with love, leading with, how do we focus on love and connection and how we can find that artistry in our way that we express ourselves without just being triggered, mouthy pieces, which is not healthy, or it even scares all the fucking aliens away. You know what I mean? That's why they don't come down as much. Card for today is the Four of Cups. Well, I don't think that this is the easiest card, but it is a card that says, hey, number one, I know that you don't see the gift that's happening. God's trying to give you a gift, trying to show you what you ask for, what you want in life, but maybe we're not looking at it. Sometimes appreciation is the best thing, gratitude, especially in a day like today, right? It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't want to have to do this and this, but it's like, remember when you were dying just to even be able to say, I just wish I could do this in my life. Now you can, now you're not happy. So it's one of those things where it's like, hey, are you even paying attention or are you rejecting the beautiful things that are happening right now in your life? There's a lot to experience. It's not so much of what to go for, but to appreciate and use with what you already have. Finding utility with love, happiness, and courage, and what to do with it is much better than escape potting it out of situations to try and find something else, which will take you on the craziest search of all time and won't come up with anything. I appreciate you all very much, and I will see you for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Attention, please.
Yo. Okay.
Attention, please.
Yo.